Hi, and welcome to my crystal ball readings for December 2023. I'm Lynnette Hart, and I do readings with my crystal ball here, call her Poppy. And I ask her to give me the zodiac symbols for the zodiac signs each month, and I interpret them. Okay. I do legally have to say that this is a form of entertainment, and anything that I say, it's your responsibility what you do, and that's what we have to say in the UK. She's and I'm not an astrologer, so don't ask me astrology questions. Okay, it just helps to break the symbolism up for each zodiac sign. She also gives me a general energy feeling for each month I'm doing, and for December, it still feels very much like the split energy that was getting last month. Although the karma level is actually rising to alchemize our overwhelming higher energies and feelings and symptoms that we're getting at the minute, and that will continue. Okay, now for Capricorn, she gave me a teacher with a book and students near them. Okay. Now the teacher felt very spiritual, and the teacher had like a Merlin hat on. Okay. So this again, it very much is speaking to me of more spiritual knowledge and information being given to you. Okay. This could be as a student, it could also be that you're the teacher teaching other people. But whatever it is, and it could be both of them, learning is important for you, Capricorn, this month, especially spiritual learning. And the teacher that's trying to also give you the knowledge, even if you are a teacher yourself, is coming through your guides. All right, so watch out for what you're being given, and see what you can learn, what extra information you can get. So that was for Capricorn. Aquarius, I've got people nurturing the bottom of a tree, and there's a big oak tree. Every time I get trees in anything with poppy or any other symbolism, it's all to me, it's all about symbolic of family and soul structures. Okay. So this is because of people attending this tree at the bottom. That felt very much like for Aquarius, there's nurturing within the family or self-growth. It could be both as well. The tree looks healthy. There's nothing wrong actually wrong with the tree, but it does feel as if there's some nurturing, a bit of TLC, more TLC needed. Okay, so that could be within the family structure. It could be how you treat yourself as well. So up the nurturing. That's for Aquarius. For Pisces, I got a group of people sitting around talking. So communication is key for you this month, Pisces, especially open messages from the heart. Now, at least one of this group had a heart on them. So this is very much about being at least listening to one person who's trying to express themselves. All right. Now, there was an overseer that was just slightly back from the group. The overseer I also includes like a guide helping and trying to help the group navigate any issues. And this overseer or guide is actually protecting this group as well. So remember to listen to your instinct and your guides, especially when you're in a group situation and someone's trying to express themselves. So that's for Pisces. Aries, I got different birds on one tree. So there's all these different birds splashed over, sitting quite happily on this tree, getting on with each other, big birds, small birds. So to me, this feels very much as it's all about soul tribes, soulmates coming in, soul groups, people from different backgrounds, but with similar interests. So this is group interests. And it reminds me of that old saying, birds of a feather flock together. Okay. So watch out for these people and enjoy the joint experiences. Okay. They're there for a reason. And if it's your soul tribe or your soul group, then, nurture it and go for it. So that's Aries. For Taurus, I got a spiritual lion, which would look really quite impressive. And I got step levels of growth. Okay. Now, it looked like there was a person stuck between two levels of growth. Okay. So difficult times of late are about to arrive. The spiritual lion is your strength and support needed to pull yourself to the next level that you have already partly on. Okay. So if you feel as if you've got a situation around you where you just feel as if it's an expression I used to use, it's like walking through mud or walking through treacle, and you feel a bit stuck. The spiritual lion there is there to help you get to your next level of life growth, spiritual growth, whatever growth is going on for you at the minute. The important thing to remember: keep going. You're nearly there. Your head and shoulders are at the next level. You just got to find the energy to pull the rest of you up. Okay. And of course that's done in symbolic terms. All right. It's not always as easy as that in life, but you've got to keep going. That's important. Then keep going. So that was for Taurus. Gemini, I just couldn't get any focus on the image at all. So I put down out of focus image. And I thought, well, what does that mean? And it looked like there was two people trying to talk to each other, but the image is out of focus. So there's a lot more clarity needed between you and another person. And the important thing to remember is be brave enough to ask for clarity. When I say ask for clarity, yes, you can ask that person or you can ask your guides to intervene, as there is also a strong guide waiting to help both of you. So it's not just you, it's both of you. You need to ask. Don't be frightened, ask. Okay? And then it'll get that image back into focus and you can get the clarity you needed. Okay? It does sound very simplistic, I know it does. And as I said, I always say to upstairs, you make it sound so easy. It isn't when we're living down here. But that's what you need to do, basically, Gemini. Okay? So that's for Gemini. For Cancer, I got an historical person near an old building. Yes, and actually some of you could be restoring an old building, that's on a practical level. However, it's more likely to be past life events affecting you now, which actually need understanding. So these are like patterns and events and things like that have come through with you from past lives. They're a bit difficult to get your head around. I've had a few that I've had to get my head around, and they can be quite difficult to understand how they play through. I've found the best way to do is to connect through your dreams, ask your guides, and things like this. So this could actually be creating a catch-22 in your life, and you can't understand why it's creating a catch-22 because you've got a level of awareness, but it's beyond that awareness. It's a past life thing. Okay. So the important thing to do is ask you guys to help for that. And hopefully it'll just get worked out in your dreams. And it'll just clear any backlog that's been created. Okay, that's the easiest way, I think, to work anything out. So just watch out for that. And if you're restoring an old building, good luck. Okay, so that's for Cancer. For Leo, I've got a very short message here, but a very powerful message. And I got highly spiritual directional energy. It was really dominant. Okay, so look out for unexpected change in direction and hidden blessings. So it might not be where you want to go, but there's hidden blessings in it. Spiritual intervention is active around you this month, and that's all they're saying. But very powerful. So Leo, watch out. Watch out for those signs. Ultimately, they're all good. It's just some of them may be a hidden blessing. Okay. Now for Virgo, I got two energy figures. Now they didn't look like they were actually in body. It's my cuckoo clock. I think it's probably, yeah, she's fast. So there's two energy figures, and it felt very much like this was a soul work. This was like soul work, dream work, spiritual realm work. But there was both these energy figures, they had different chakras glowing, and as if they were trying to communicate, but they were out of sync. But very strong energy between these two figures. Okay. But it was a good energy, but they need to know how to learn to connect to each other. So again, this is very much about soul work, dream work, connecting through meditation, getting that conversation going to connect, to help what's going on what I call the earth plane. Okay, so this is very much soul work, and it needs to be done for you to connect to this person. You'll know who this person is because there'll be a very strong pull. Okay, and it needs sorting, and it needs sorting for you to both understand why you're connecting. All right, so that's a Virgo. Libra, straight away, first time ever, I got an archangel come jumping in, and I think, oh, hello, well, it's Archangel Michael. And he is offering you his shield and his sword for strength and protection. So this kind of indicates to me that there's an ongoing situation that you need a bit of help with, or there's one yet to just come in. And that doesn't mean it has to be anything big. It just means that you're needing a bit of help. Okay. However, if you ask for this support, it will definitely help your inner strength. So don't be frightened to ask. Don't be frightened to ask for what's being offered you. Okay. And that's from Archangel Michael for Libra. All right. Now, Scorpio, I got growth steps. Now, she's very good at giving me growth steps images, but normally the person's facing the right direction. For some reason, Scorpio, you are facing the wrong way. So to me, that's something that's happening in your life now, but you're looking at it at the wrong perspective. Okay. You're looking at it the wrong way. You need to change perspective and move up the steps. So turn around and see what it is that you're not seeing. Okay. And that could be like listening to your inner self, listening to your guides, listening maybe to your friends. But whatever it is, you need to turn around. There's something in your life that you're not seeing properly. All right. And you need to see it properly to go up for your growth steps. So that's for Scorpio. Sagittarius, I've got a beautiful spiritual butterfly and then spiritual guide with sword. So if you've been finding life a bit tough and overwhelming of late recently, spirit is on your side helping you with this transformation process. And I know they're very good at saying and I know sometimes I think, how long's this transition got to go on for? And I know some of you are feeling as if it's never ending and things like that, but they are on your side, especially this month, Sagittarius. Okay. But just remember to keep asking for that help and protection because it is being offered you. Okay. So it's up to you to keep asking and trusting the process. But again, I think that can be incredibly difficult. Sometimes I think they sometimes forget what it's like to live down here. So that's for Sagittarius. And we've come to the end. I hope you've enjoyed it. There's a lot of spiritual energy in the symbolism this month, and I think that's very much indicates kind of like spiritual energy we've been receiving, and we're still going to be receiving quite a lot of the light codes and things like that, spiritual energy, whatever terminology you want to call it, into December as well. Okay, so I think this is why they're putting a lot of spiritual messages, energy into these readings. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'll speak to you next month in a brand new year as well. All right then, bye for now. Power, love.